The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle Detailed Summary. The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle is a detective story written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. The story begins on the second morning after Christmas. Dr. Watson goes to visit his close friend Sherlock Holmes at 221B Baker Street to wish him a Merry Christmas. Holmes is relaxing on the sofa wearing his dressing gown. Beside him are many newspapers that he has already read. Watson notices an old, dirty, cracked black hat hanging on a chair. A magnifying lens and forceps are lying beside it, showing that Holmes has been carefully examining the hat. Watson becomes curious and asks Holmes whether the hat belongs to a criminal or whether it is connected to a serious crime. Holmes smiles and says that there has been no crime connected with the hat so far. He explains that many strange and interesting events happen every day in a large city like London. Not every mystery is connected with crime. Sometimes unusual events happen simply because millions of people live close together. Holmes tells Watson that the old hat belongs to an unknown man. It was brought to him by Peterson, a commissioner who is honest and trustworthy. Holmes asks Watson not to think of the hat as an old useless object but as an interesting puzzle. Holmes then explains how the hat came into his possession. Early on Christmas morning, around 4 o'clock, Peterson was walking home after celebrating Christmas. While walking along Tottenham Court Road, he saw a tall man carrying a white goose over his shoulder. Suddenly, some rough men started a fight with the stranger. One of the attackers knocked off the stranger's hat. The stranger swung his walking stick to defend himself but accidentally broke a shop window. At that moment, Peterson rushed forward to help. Seeing Peterson in uniform, the frightened stranger thought he was a policeman. He became scared, dropped both the goose and the hat, and ran away through the dark streets. The attackers also escaped. Peterson was left standing with only the goose and the hat. Watson thinks that Peterson surely returned the lost property to its owner, but Holmes explains that it was not so easy. A small card tied to the goose, S. Leg said, for Mrs. Henry Baker. Inside the hat were the initials, HB. However, London had many people named Henry Baker, so finding the real owner was almost impossible. Peterson therefore brought both the goose and the hat to Holmes because he knew Holmes enjoyed solving even small mysteries. Holmes kept the hat for examination. The goose was kept until it became necessary to cook it before it spoiled. Peterson took it home for his family to eat. Watson wonders how Holmes can possibly discover anything from an old worn-out hat. Holmes hands the hat to Watson and asks him to study it carefully. Watson turns it around several times but cannot discover anything important. Holmes tells Watson that he sees everything but does not know how to reason from what he sees. Holmes then explains his amazing deductions. Holmes says that the owner of the hat is a highly intelligent man because the hat is unusually large, suggesting a large head and therefore a large brain. The hat is expensive and of excellent quality, but it is now old and badly worn. This tells Holmes that the owner was financially comfortable about 3 years ago but has now become poor and has not been able to replace it. Holmes notices that the hat once had an elastic head secured to protect it from blowing away in the wind. The owner had the wisdom to buy this extra feature, showing good planning and foresight. However, when the elastic later broke, he never replaced it. Holmes concludes that the man's careful habits have become weaker over time. Holmes believes this change may have been caused by drinking alcohol or some other bad habit. Holmes also notices that the owner tried to cover stains on the hat by using black ink instead of leaving them visible. This shows that although he has become poorer, he still has some pride and self-respect. Holmes continues with even more deductions. Hair stuck inside the hat shows that the man is middle-aged, has grey hair, and had his hair cut only a few days earlier. Holmes also smells lime cream, proving that the man uses that hair product. The dust inside the hat is soft brown house dust instead of grey street dust, showing that the hat spends most of its time hanging indoors and that the owner rarely goes outside. Sweat stains inside the hat show that the owner is overweight or out of physical condition. Holmes also notices that the hat has not been cleaned for many weeks. Holmes believes that if a man's wife truly cared for him, she would probably brush his hat before allowing him to leave home. Therefore, Holmes concludes that the man's wife no longer shows him much affection. Finally, Holmes points to several tallow candle wax stains inside the hat. If the owner had gas lighting in his house, such stains would not exist. Holmes therefore believes the man still uses candles instead of gas lighting. Watson is amazed by Holmes's reasoning but still feels that all this detective work seems unnecessary because no crime has been committed. Before Holmes can answer, Peterson suddenly rushes into the room looking excited and shocked. He says that while his wife was cleaning the goose, she found something extraordinary inside its crop. Peterson opens his hand and shows Holmes and Watson a beautiful sparkling blue jewel. Holmes immediately recognizes it as the famous blue carbuncle, one of the most valuable jewels in England. Watson also recognizes its name because newspapers have recently been full of stories about its disappearance. Holmes explains that although a reward of £1,000 has been offered, the real value of the gem is far greater. Holmes searches through his newspapers and reads aloud the report about the robbery. The famous blue carbuncle belonged to the Countess of Mocha. 5 days earlier, the jewel had disappeared from her room at the Hotel Cosmopolitan. A plumber named John Horner had been repairing a loose grate in the Countess's room. James Ryder, the hotel's head attendant, left Horner alone for a short time. When Ryder returned, the jewel case had been forced open and the blue carbuncle had disappeared. Horner had also vanished. Catherine Cusack, the Countess's maid, supported Ryder's story. Horner was arrested, but the jewel was never found. Although Horner strongly claimed that he was innocent, his previous criminal record caused the court to send his case for trial. Holmes now realizes that the mystery has become much more serious. The jewel came from the goose, and the goose belonged to Henry Baker. Holmes must now discover whether Henry Baker had any connection with the robbery. Holmes decides to place advertisements in several London newspapers asking Henry Baker to come to Baker Street to collect his lost hat and goose. Holmes also asks Peterson to buy another goose because the original one has already been eaten. While waiting, Holmes tells Watson that valuable jewels often bring suffering wherever they go. Even though the blue carbuncle is beautiful, it has already caused murders, robberies, violence, and many other crimes. Holmes safely locks the gem away and writes to the Countess to tell her that it has been found. Later that evening, Henry Baker arrives after reading the newspaper advertisement. Watson studies him carefully. Henry Baker is a large, educated looking man with a broad, intelligent face, grey beard, and worn clothing. His appearance perfectly matches Holmes's earlier deductions. Baker explains that he did not advertise because he had very little money and believed the rough man had stolen both his hat and goose forever. Holmes calmly tells Baker that they had to eat his goose because it would otherwise have spoiled. Baker is shocked for a moment but quickly becomes relieved when Holmes offers him another fresh goose as a replacement. Holmes cleverly offers Baker the remains of the original bird, including its feathers, legs, and crop. Baker laughs and says they are completely useless to him. This reaction convinces Holmes that Henry Baker knows absolutely nothing about the blue carbuncle hidden inside the original goose. Before Baker leaves, Holmes casually asks where he got the goose. Baker explains that he belongs to a goose club at the Alpha Inn near the British Museum. Throughout the year, members pay small weekly amounts of money. At Christmas, each member receives a goose. The landlord, Mr. Wintergate, had supplied the goose to Baker. Holmes now has a new clue. Holmes and Watson immediately travel to the Alpha Inn. Holmes compliments the landlord on his excellent geese and asks where they came from. The landlord explains that he bought them from a poultry dealer named Breckenridge at Covent Garden Market. Holmes and Watson then visit Covent Garden Market and find Breckenridge. Holmes politely asks where Breckenridge got the geese. The dealer suddenly becomes angry because many people have recently been asking the same question. Holmes cleverly starts an argument, claiming that the goose he ate was raised in the countryside. Breckenridge insists that the geese were raised in the city. They make a small bet. Wanting to prove he is right, Breckenridge proudly shows Holmes his account books. These books reveal that the geese were bought from Mrs. Oakeshott, who lives at 117 Brixton Road. Mrs. Oakeshott had sold 24 geese to Breckenridge, who then sold them to Mr. Wintergate of the Alpha Inn. As Holmes and Watson leave, Holmes laughs because he never cared about winning the bet. He only used it to encourage Breckenridge to reveal the information. Holmes plans to visit Mrs. Oakeshott next. Before they can leave, they hear another loud argument. A nervous little man is begging Breckenridge for information about one particular goose. Breckenridge angrily refuses and chases him away. Holmes quickly follows the frightened stranger and gently speaks to him. The man first lies and says his name is John Robinson. Holmes immediately realizes he is lying. The man finally admits that he is actually James Ryder, the head attendant at the Hotel Cosmopolitan. Holmes invites Ryder back to Baker Street. Ryder is extremely nervous throughout the journey. Once inside the room, Holmes calmly asks Ryder whether he is searching for a certain white goose with a black barred tail. Ryder becomes excited and asks where it is. Holmes replies that the goose came to Baker Street and produced a beautiful blue egg. Holmes then opens his strong box and shows Ryder the blue carbuncle. Ryder almost collapses with fear. Holmes tells him that the game is over because he already knows nearly everything. Holmes explains exactly how the crime happened. Ryder and Catherine Cusack planned together to steal the Countess's jewel. Knowing that plumber John Horner already had a criminal record, they arranged for him to work in the Countess's room. After Horner left, Ryder stole the jewel, blamed Horner, and had him arrested. Unable to hide the stolen jewel safely, Ryder became frightened that the police might search him. He visited his sister Maggie Oakeshott, who raised geese. While standing in her yard, he suddenly had an idea. His sister had promised him a Christmas goose. Ryder secretly forced the blue carbuncle down the throat of a large white goose with a barred tail. He intended to carry the goose to his criminal friend Maudsley, who knew how to sell stolen jewels. Unfortunately, while Ryder was putting the stone into the goose, the bird escaped and mixed with the rest of the flock. His sister told him not to worry because she had already saved another goose especially for him. Ryder insisted on taking the goose he had handled, but his sister mistakenly gave him the other white goose. Ryder carried it to Maudsley's house. They killed it and searched inside, but the jewel was gone. Ryder suddenly realized that he had taken the wrong goose. Panicking, Ryder rushed back to his sister's house, only to discover that the remaining geese had already been sold to Breckenridge. He desperately tried to trace the correct goose, but Breckenridge refused to tell him where it had gone. Ryder spent several days searching everywhere until Holmes found him. As Ryder tells the full story, he completely breaks down. He cries bitterly and begs Holmes not to hand him over to the police. He promises never to commit another crime and says that his parents would be heartbroken if he were imprisoned. He even offers to leave England forever if Holmes will spare him. Holmes thinks carefully. Finally, instead of arresting Ryder, he opens the door and orders him to leave immediately. Ryder gratefully runs away. Watson is surprised by Holmes's decision. Holmes explains his reasons. He says that he is not employed by the police. Ryder is so frightened that he will probably never commit another crime again. Sending him to prison would only make him a hardened criminal. Since Ryder will never appear in court to give evidence against John Horner, the case against Horner will collapse and the innocent plumber will be freed. Holmes believes that showing mercy during the Christmas season is the better choice. Holmes feels that solving the mystery itself has been his true reward. The story ends with Holmes asking Watson to ring the bell because it is time to begin another interesting investigation, once again involving a bird. Holmes remains calm, brilliant, and compassionate, showing that justice sometimes requires wisdom as well as punishment. Important overall MCQ points. Narrator, Dr. Watson. Detective, Sherlock Holmes. Visitor at beginning, drive. Watson. Honest commissioner, Peterson. Lost items, a black felt hat and a white Christmas goose. Hat owner's name, Henry Baker. Goose card, for Mrs. Henry Baker. Valuable jewel, the blue carbuncle. Owner of jewel, Countess of Mocha. Hotel, Hotel Cosmopolitan. Innocent accused plumber, John Horner. Hotel attendant and real thief, James Ryder. Ryder's helper, Catherine Cusack. Ryder's sister, Maggie Oakeshott. Poultry supplier, Mrs. Oakeshott of Brixton Road. Poultry dealer, Breckenridge. Pub landlord, Mr. Windergate of the Alpha Inn. Criminal friend mentioned by Ryder, Maudsley. Holmes recovers the jewel, proves Horner's innocence indirectly, forgives Ryder, and returns the blue carbuncle to its rightful owner. Great! Here are MCQs 1-100 with answers only, no options. MCQs questions with answers only. Who is the narrator of the story? Dr. Watson. On which occasion did Watson visit Holmes? Christmas. Where does Sherlock Holmes live? 221 Baker Street. What was hanging on the chair? A black hat. What color was the hat? Black. Who brought the hat to Holmes? Peterson. Peterson was a commissioner. Besides the hat, what else was found? A goose. The goose was found on which festival? Christmas. Where did Peterson find the goose? In the street. Who dropped the goose? Henry Baker. Why did Henry Baker run away? He became frightened. What had Henry Baker accidentally broken? A shop window. What initials were inside the hat? HB. What was written on the card tied to the goose? For Mrs. Henry Baker. What did Holmes use to examine the hat? A magnifying lens. Holmes believed the owner was highly intelligent. Holmes believed the owner had become poorer. Holmes believed the owner's wife had stopped loving him. What hair cream did Holmes detect? Lime cream. What was found inside the goose? The blue carbuncle. Who found the jewel? Peterson's wife. The blue carbuncle belonged to the Countess of Mocha. What type of jewel was the blue carbuncle? A blue gemstone. Who was accused of stealing it? John Horner. John Horner worked as a plumber. Which hotel was robbed? The Hotel Cosmopolitan. Who was the hotel's head attendant? James Ryder. Who was the Countess's maid? Catherine Cusack. Holmes advertised in newspapers. Henry Baker came to collect his hat and goose. Henry Baker accepted another goose. Which inn supplied Henry Baker's goose? Alpha Inn. The landlord's name was Windergate. Who sold geese to the Alpha Inn? Breckenridge. Breckenridge worked at Covent Garden Market. The market was Covent Garden. Who supplied the geese to Breckenridge? Mrs. Oakshott. Mrs. Oakshott lived in Brixton Road. Mrs. Oakshott was James Ryder's sister. James Ryder first gave the false name John Robinson. Ryder hid the jewel inside a goose. Ryder wanted to take the jewel to Maudsley. Maudsley was Ryder's criminal friend. Why did Ryder lose the jewel? He chose the wrong goose. Who was the real thief? James Ryder. What did Holmes do with Ryder? Forgave and released him. What happened to John Horner's case? It collapsed because Ryder would not testify. Which season does the story mainly take place in? Winter Christmas season. What is the main message of the story? Careful observation, logical reasoning, justice, and mercy reveal the truth. What did Watson first notice when he entered Holmes' room? A dirty hat. Why was Holmes examining the hat? To discover its owner. What did Watson think the hat was connected with? A deadly mystery. Holmes first believed the case was a simple and harmless matter. Peterson found the hat and goose at about सुबह के 4 बजे. What caused Henry Baker to drop the goose? He became frightened after breaking a shop window. Why couldn't Peterson easily find the owner? There were many people named Henry Baker. What did Holmes ask Watson to do? Examine the hat carefully. Why did Watson fail? He couldn't reason from the clues. What did the large hat suggest? The owner was intelligent. The expensive hat showed Henry Baker had once been wealthy. Why did Holmes think Henry Baker had become poor? He had worn the same expensive hat for 3 years. The broken hat elastic suggested Henry Baker had lost his careful habits. Holmes believed alcohol caused Henry Baker's moral decline. Ink on the hat showed Henry Baker still had pride and self-respect. Hair inside the hat showed Henry Baker had recently cut his hair. What smell did Holmes notice? Lime cream. Brown dust inside the hat suggested it stayed mostly indoors. Sweat stains suggested Henry Baker was out of shape. Candle wax stains suggested his house had candle lighting. What surprising object was found inside the goose? The blue carbuncle. After finding the jewel, Holmes realized the case had become more important. Holmes' first plan was to advertise in newspapers. Why did Holmes buy another goose? To replace Henry Baker's goose. Henry Baker's reaction showed he was innocent. Henry Baker received his Christmas goose through a goose club. Holmes next visited Alpha Inn. Who directed Holmes to Breckenridge? Windergate. Breckenridge worked at Covent Garden Market. Why did Breckenridge become angry? Many people kept asking about the geese. Holmes tricked Breckenridge by making a bet. The bet was about whether the goose was Town bred or country bred? Holmes learned the geese came from Mrs. Oakeshott. Another man argued with Breckenridge because he wanted information about the geese. The frightened man first called himself John Robinson. Holmes recognized the name was false. The man's real name was James Ryder. Holmes took Ryder to 221 Baker Street. Holmes shocked Ryder by showing him the blue carbuncle. Ryder admitted Catherine Cusack had told him about the jewel. Ryder blamed John Horner. Ryder hid the jewel inside the goose's crop. Ryder accidentally took the wrong goose. Ryder's criminal friend was Maudsley. Why did Ryder cry before Holmes? He feared prison and regretted his crime. Holmes believed prison would make Ryder a lifelong criminal. Holmes finally decided to forgive and release Ryder. Holmes believed John Horner would be freed. Holmes believed Christmas was a season of forgiveness. Which quality helped Holmes solve the mystery? Careful observation and logical reasoning. Holmes described the old hat as an _______ problem. An intellectual problem. Holmes believed Watson could see the clues but could not _______ reason from them. Holmes's detective method mainly depends on __________. Careful observation and logical reasoning. What does the word deduce mean? To conclude from evidence. What does the word commissionaire mean? A hotel or building attendant, doorman. What does the word crop refer to in a bud? The food pouch in the throat. The blue carbuncle is best described as ____________. Rare precious gem. Holmes compared valuable jewels to ___________. Devil's baits. Why did Holmes say every valuable jewel has a dark history? People often commit crimes to obtain them. Where did Holmes lock the blue carbuncle? In his strong box. Henry Baker appeared to be a man of ___________. Learning and education. Henry Baker's reaction to the replacement goose proved that he had no knowledge of the jewel. Holmes immediately removed Henry Baker from the list of suspects. Why did Holmes ask Henry Baker where he got the goose? To continue tracing the goose's journey. Holmes solved the mystery by following the goose's journey. Which quality best describes Holmes during the investigation? Patient. Why did Breckenridge become angry? He was tired of people asking about the geese. Holmes obtained information from Breckenridge through his cleverness. Holmes pretended to lose the bet because it helped him obtain information. Why did James Ryder first hide his identity? He was afraid. Ryder confessed after Holmes showed him _________. The blue carbuncle. What was Ryder's greatest mistake? Choosing the wrong goose. What was Catherine Cusack's role in the crime? She helped plan the theft. Why was John Horner innocent? He never stole the jewel. Holmes believed Ryder's fear showed that he was _________. Deeply frightened and regretful. Why did Holmes let Ryder go free? He believed Massey was better in this situation. Holmes believed prison would probably Ryder. Make him a lifelong criminal. Which value is most strongly shown at the end of the story? Forgiveness. The Christmas setting mainly emphasizes mercy and kindness. The blue carbuncle symbolizes wealth that can tempt people into crime. The goose symbolizes the unexpected path to the truth. Holmes's greatest strength is his ability to observe small details. Watson mainly represents the ordinary reader. Peterson's honesty helps the story because he keeps the hat and goose safe. Holmes proves that even a small clue can lead to a major mystery. Which character first discovered the jewel inside the goose? Peterson's wife. Which character was wrongly accused? John Horner. Which character was the true thief? James Ryder. Holmes believed justice should always be balanced with wisdom and mercy. Holmes's final decision shows that he is compassionate. What lesson does Watson learn from Holmes? Observe carefully before reaching conclusions. Which character helped Ryder plan the theft? Catherine Cusack. Holmes solved the case mainly through observation and reasoning. Which quality best describes Henry Baker? Honest but unfortunate. Which quality best describes James Ryder before his confession? Nervous and frightened. Which quality best describes Peterson? Honest. Holmes's investigation teaches that small details are often extremely important. The ending of the story is best described as just and hopeful. The story belongs mainly to which genre? Detective mystery. What is the most important lesson from the story? Truth can be discovered through careful observation, logical thinking, and compassion. Why did Watson visit Holmes after Christmas? To wish him the compliments of the season. Where was Holmes sitting when Watson arrived? On the sofa. What was lying near Holmes? Newspapers. Why did Holmes think the hat owner really went outside? The hat contained soft house dust. Why did Holmes believe the hat owner still respected himself? He covered the stains with ink. Why did Holmes think the owner had become less careful? He never replaced the broken hat elastic. Why did Holmes think Henry Baker was middle-aged? Because of the grey hairs inside the hat. The goose was originally meant as a Christmas gift for whom? Mrs. Henry Baker. Why did Peterson take the goose home? It needed to be cooked before it spoiled. How did Holmes recognize the blue carbuncle? He had read newspaper reports about it. Who offered a reward for the blue carbuncle? The Countess of Mocha. Why did Holmes advertise in several newspapers? To increase the chance that Henry Baker would see the notice. Why did Henry Baker not advertise for his lost goose? He had little money. Why did Henry Baker laugh when Holmes offered him the remains of the goose? He found the idea amusing. What proved Henry Baker's innocence? His complete lack of interest in the remains of the original goose. What was the purpose of the Goose Club? To provide members with a Christmas goose after weekly payments. Holmes traced the goose from Henry Baker to _____________. Alpha in. Why did Breckenridge reveal the supplier's name? He wanted to win the bet. What animals did Mrs. Oakshott raise? Geese. Ryder became frightened when Holmes called him by his real name, _________________. James Ryder. Through whom did Ryder plan to sell the jewel? Maudsley. Why did Ryder hide the jewel inside the goose? To carry it safely without suspicion. Why did Ryder's plan fail? He accidentally took the wrong goose. Which emotion is strongest in Ryder during his confession? Fear and regret. Why did Holmes think Ryder had learned his lesson? He was deeply terrified by the consequences. Holmes believed prison would ____________ Ryder. Make him a hardened criminal. Which innocent person benefited from Holmes's decision? John Horner. The Blue Carbuncle finally helped reveal ____________. The real thief. Holmes often solved mysteries by paying attention to ____________. Small details. Which object started the entire investigation? The old hat. Which object connected Henry Baker to the mystery? His hat. Which event finally connected Ryder to the crime? His confession. Holmes solved the mystery without relying mainly on ____________. Violence. What does the story teach readers? Think carefully before reaching conclusions. Which quality best describes Watson? Curious and loyal. Which quality best describes Holmes? Careful and logical. Which quality best describes Henry Baker? Innocent but unfortunate. Which quality best describes James Ryder? Weak and easily tempted. Which quality best describes Peterson? Honest and responsible. Which quality best describes Catherine Cusack? A loyal helper in the theft. Where is Holmes's home? 221 B Baker Street. Which place is famous for selling poultry in the story? Covent Garden Market. Which event changes the story from a simple mystery into a criminal investigation? The Blue Carbuncle is found inside the goose. Which clue proves Henry Baker's innocence most clearly? His lack of interest in the remains of the original goose. Holmes believed observation without reasoning is ___________. Incomplete. The investigation mainly follows the path of the ____________. Goose. What finally solves the case? Holmes's reasoning and Ryder's confession. Which statement best describes Sherlock Holmes? He combines observation, logic, and compassion. What is the central conflict of the story? Finding the truth behind the stolen Blue Carbuncle. Which sentence best summarizes the entire story? A lost hat leads Holmes through a chain of clues that uncovers the real thief of the Blue Carbuncle. What was Holmes's greatest weapon in solving the case? Observation and deduction. Why did Holmes examine the hat so carefully? To identify its owner. What did the size of the hat suggest? The owner was intelligent. What did the broken hat elastic suggest? The owner had become careless. What did the dust inside the hat suggest? It was mostly kept indoors. What did the candle grease on the hat suggest? The owner used candlelight at home. What did the grey hairs inside the hat indicate? The owner was middle-aged. What did the smell of lime cream indicate? The owner used lime cream on his hair. What did the ink stains on the hat suggest? The owner still had self-respect. What did Holmes conclude about Henry Baker's financial condition? He had become poor. What did Holmes conclude about Henry Baker's education? He was educated and intelligent. Why did Holmes suspect Henry Baker at first? He owned the hat and goose. What cleared Henry Baker of suspicion? His lack of interest in the original goose. Why did Holmes replace the lost goose? To avoid making Henry Baker suspicious. What clue led Holmes to the Alpha Inn? Henry Baker's statement. Who managed the Alpha Inn? Wintergate. What was special about the Goose Club? Members received a Christmas goose. Who supplied geese to the Alpha Inn? Breckenridge. Where did Breckenridge work? Covent Garden Market. From whom did Breckenridge buy the geese? Mrs. Oakshott. Mrs. Oakshott lived on Brixton Road. Mrs. Oakshott was related to James Ryder as his sister. Why was James Ryder searching for a goose? It contained the blue carbuncle. What false name did Ryder first give Holmes? John Robinson. Why did Holmes know Ryder was lying? His behavior made him suspicious. What does the word trivial mean? Small and unimportant. What does the word deduce mean? Reach a conclusion from facts. What does the word bizarre mean? Strange or unusual. What does the word commissionaire mean? A hotel or building attendant. What does the word tattered mean? Torn and worn out. What does the word discolored mean? Changed in color. What does the word unfair mean? Conclude from evidence. What does the word foresight mean? Ability to plan ahead. What does the word retrogression mean? Going backward or becoming worse. What does the word sedentary mean? Sitting most of the time. What does the word anoints mean? Applies oil or cream. What does the word plausible mean? Reasonable and believable. What does the word ingenious mean? Clever and inventive. What does the word astonishment mean? Great surprise. What does the word scintillating mean? Brightly sparkling. What does the word conjectured mean? Estimated or guessed. What does the word abstracted mean? Stolen. What does the word whimsical mean? Playfully unusual. What does the word labyrinth mean? A maze of streets or passages. What does the word assailants mean? Attackers. What does the word unimpeachable mean? Reliable and beyond question. What is the synonym of vanished? Disappeared. What is the antonym of innocent? Guilty. What is the synonym of remarkable? Extraordinary. What is the antonym of prosperity? Poverty. Which character is the greatest observer? Sherlock Holmes. Who remained loyal to Holmes throughout the story? Dr. Watson. Which character was honest from beginning to end? Peterson. Which character was innocent but unfortunate? Henry Baker. Which character was wrongly accused? John Horner. Which character committed the theft? James Ryder. Which character helped James Ryder? Catherine Cusack. Which character supplied the geese? Mrs. Oakshott. Which character sold the geese in the market? Breckenridge. Which character managed the Goose Club? Wintergate. What is the main theme of the story? Truth discovered through observation and reasoning. What lesson does the story teach about appearances? Appearances can be misleading. What lesson does Holmes teach Watson? Observe carefully before making conclusions. What quality helped Holmes solve the mystery? Logical reasoning. What quality of Holmes is shown by releasing Ryder? Mercy. What does the blue carbuncle symbolize? Greed and temptation. What does the goose symbolize? The unexpected path to truth. What does the Christmas setting emphasize? Kindness and forgiveness. What quality finally saved Ryder? Holmes's compassion. What quality finally saved John Honor? Holmes's search for the truth. What kind of story is The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle? A detective mystery. Who is the author of the story? Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Who is the famous detective in the story? Sherlock Holmes. Who is Holmes's close friend and companion? Dr. Watson. Where does most of the investigation begin? 221 Baker Street. Where did Peterson find the hat and goose? Near the corner of Goodge Street and Tottenham Court Road. What was written on the card tied to the goose's leg? For Mrs. Henry Baker. What initials were written inside the hat? HB. What did Holmes mainly use to examine the hat? A magnifying lens. Where was the blue carbuncle hidden? In the goose's crop. Who owned the blue carbuncle? The Countess of Mocha. Who was wrongly accused of stealing the jewel? John Honor. Who actually stole the blue carbuncle? James Ryder. Who helped James Ryder plan the theft? Catherine Cusack. Why did Ryder hide the jewel inside the goose? To smuggle it safely without suspicion. What was Ryder's biggest mistake? Confusing two similar geese. How did Henry Baker receive his goose? Through the Goose Club at the Alpine. What was Breckenridge's profession? Poultry salesman. Who was Mrs. Oakshott? Ryder's sister and a goose breeder. How did Holmes discover the supplier's name? By winning a clever bet. What false name did James Ryder first use? John Robinson. What mainly helped Holmes expose Ryder? Careful observation and logical reasoning. What did Holmes decide to do with Ryder? He let him go after his confession. Why did Holmes believe Ryder would not commit another crime? His fear had taught him a lesson. What would happen to John Honor's case? It would collapse. Which literary quality is most clearly shown in Holmes? Sharp observation and deduction. What message does the story give about appearances? Small details can reveal the truth. What is the turning point of the story? Peterson's wife found the blue carbuncle inside the goose. How does the story end? With justice, mercy, and the truth revealed. What best summarizes the story? A stolen jewel hidden inside a Christmas goose leads Sherlock Holmes to uncover the real thief, clear an innocent man, and prove that intelligence, justice, and mercy are equally important.